The Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC, is a country rich in natural resources. It has large reserves of minerals like cobalt, copper, gold, and coltan. These materials are essential for making products we use every day, such as smartphones, electric cars, and batteries. Because of this, Congo plays a big role in the global supply chain for these important materials. And so, in this video, we'll explore the types of materials found in Congo, especially their dominance in cobalt production. We'll discuss how this affects the country, the involvement of other countries like China, and finally why, despite its rich reserves in natural resources, it has not successfully become rich. So firstly, one of the most important materials found in the Democratic Republic of Congo is cobalt. Cobalt is a key part of rechargeable batteries, which are used in smartphones, laptops, and especially electric vehicles. As the world moves towards clean energy and away from oil, the demand for cobalt has grown very fast. Congo has the world's largest reserves, providing over 70% of the global supply. Congo's dominance in cobalt is especially important today because, like I mentioned previously, the world is in a race to build more electric vehicles, clean energy, and everything like that. And so companies need cobalt to make these long-lasting batteries. And without cobalt, many of these devices and technologies we use every day would not work as well. As demand continues to grow, Congo's role becomes more and more important. This gives the country an important role in the global supply chain. But this dominance has come with a serious challenge. Firstly, most of the cobalt is mined in difficult conditions. Many small, sort of informal mines, called artisanal mines, do not follow safety rules, and there have been reports of child labor, unsafe working conditions, and environmental damage. Workers are often not paid fair wages and exposed to harmful dust and chemicals. On top of that, much of the money made from this mining does not actually go to the local communities. Instead, it often ends up in the hands of foreign companies or corrupt officials. And so, while Congo supplies most of this cobalt, the people doing the hardest work don't see the benefits. Now, other than cobalt, Congo also has large amounts of, obviously, copper, but also gold, diamonds, coltan, and tin. Coltan especially is used to make electric devices like mobile phones and gaming consoles. Gold and diamonds are used for jewelry, but also have uses in electronics. Now, once people started to learn how many resources Congo had, many countries leapt at the opportunity to get their hands on these, most notably China. China plays a major role in Congo's mineral industry. Chinese companies have invested heavily in Congolese mines and control a large part of the cobalt processing and exporting business. In fact, many of the cobalt mines in Congo are owned or operated by Chinese firms. These companies often have more money and better equipment, which allows them to outcompete local businesses. As a result, China has become the biggest buyer and processor of Congo's cobalt. This gives China a lot of power in the global battery supply chain, since most of the cobalt used around the world passes through Chinese hands at some point. And so, while this partnership does bring investment and jobs, it also creates problems. Some critics say that the deals made between Congo and Chinese companies are unfair. There are concerns that Congo is not getting enough value for its resources. Many of these contracts lack transparency, and local communities often don't benefit that much from the wealth that comes from the ground. Some people in Congo have started to demand better deals and more oversight so that the profits from cobalt help improve roads, schools, and hospitals instead of just enriching the foreign investors. This would also require more stricter punishment, especially at the government level, to prevent corruption and the money from this mining disappearing. And so what can Congo do about this to make sure they get rich from these mines? Well, to make sure the people of Congo benefit more, they should do a few things. Firstly, the government needs to create stronger laws that protect local interests and ensure that mining companies have to pay fair taxes and follow safety rules. These laws should also require companies to be more transparent so the public can see where the money is going. Better contracts and stronger regulations will also help prevent corruption and make sure the profits from these mines are used to build roads, schools, and other things, and not just go to the foreign investors. They should also set up sovereign wealth funds like Norway or Botswana that could help put this money from these resources to these funds and slowly gain wealth and use this wealth to enrich their own social programs. Secondly, Congo should invest in its own mining and refining industries. Right now, much of the raw material is sent to other countries, especially China, for processing. If Congo could build more factories and train more workers, it could keep more of the value from these materials inside the country by not just mining the resource, but processing it and even manufacturing goods, as this is where the big money is to be made, which as of right now is going to other countries. This would help create jobs and help grow the local economy, but this is difficult to achieve as no company wants their technology and processing know-how to leave its own company. But if Congo could create laws that require some of the processing to be done in Congo or even the manufacturing, then this would help facilitate technology transfer to eventually let Congo do its own thing. Kind of similar to how China for the longest time had a law which required foreign car companies to set up joint ventures with domestic Chinese brands, as this helped facilitate technology transfer that would eventually lead to China's dominance in the EV sector. And seeing as Congo has such a dominance in cobalt mining, they could use this dominance to pressure these countries in making these favorable deals for their country. And so, in the end, while Congo does play a major role in the global supply chain, especially for cobalt, this potential is not being fully realized due to the challenges of weak infrastructure, corruption, and heavy foreign control. If Congo finds a way to keep these profits inside their own country, then these rich natural resources have the potential to bring great economic benefits to the country. But we'll have to wait and see. And so, until then, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.